From being charged for assaulting his girlfriend to having major production houses drop him as a client, here's why Jonathan Majors' career is over. For starters, there are some serious allegations against him, so it's been reported that actor Majors has been arrested on a bunch of charges, including assault and harassment. Apparently, he got into a really heated argument with his girlfriend in a taxi. The man didn't keep his cool at all. He allegedly strangled her, which led to her being taken to the hospital with minor injuries to her head and neck. Yikes. But then Majors' rep and lawyer came out saying that he is completely innocent and even suggested that he may be the victim. They've even cited evidence to prove it. The evidence is video footage, witness testimony, and texts from the victim. On the other hand, two directors have come forward to say some pretty harsh things about Majors. They were calling him an abuser and saying he's cruel and vicious. It's tough to know what to believe, but it's important to take these allegations seriously and let the legal system do its job. Though the situation has already gotten pretty muddy because the public has already formed their opinions. And let's just say that these opinions aren't in favor of Majors. IndieWire reported that there's another problem for the guy, as stories are circulating on social media following his arrest. People are alleging that the intense acting he shows on screen may stem from anger management issues. It's not really a great look for his case. The previously mentioned filmmaker A.B. Allen and actor Tim Nicolai took to social media to explain their sides. They claim that Majors behaved badly in personal and professional settings. Nicolai even tweeted that the folks at Yale, where Majors got his MFA, and the broader NYC community has known about this for years. He also said that he and others are close to people who have been harmed by Majors. Nicolai and Allen have since locked their accounts, with Nicolai predicting that he'd be a target for harassment. According to IndieWire, if there is truth to these claims, it won't matter if Manhattan prosecutors drop their charges in the specific case. The publication states that this will resonate in a way that the legal system can't easily remedy or address. And the impact of all this can already be seen. After all, the U.S. Army has paused its campaign featuring Jonathan Majors. Majors was recruited to be part of the Army's Be All You Can Be ad campaign. Interestingly, two commercials featuring him have already aired. Laura DeFrancisco, who works for the Army Enterprise Marketing Office, released a statement. She said that the campaign hasn't been canceled completely, but they're taking a pause because they're deeply concerned by the allegations against Majors. She said that while he's innocent until proven guilty, they're going to pull the ads until the investigation is complete. I can't help but think their choice makes sense. It's a tough situation for everyone involved. But it's good to see that the Army is taking the allegations seriously and taking appropriate action. But that's not even the end of it, because the Army reportedly lost $1.8 million after pulling Jonathan Majors' ad post-arrest. But that's where CBS stepped in. They paid them back, not in cash, but in a kind of compensation. This was great because two new ads were scheduled to be aired during the NCAA basketball tournament's Elite Eight games. This cost the Army a lot of money, especially since they had already spent $117 million on the campaign. Luckily, CBS offered to make up for it by airing a new 30-second ad worth a whopping $1.974 million during the men's championship. Plus, they also recutted the 30 and 60-second versions of the original ad that aired during the Elite Eight games. So all's well that ends well. I mean, not for Majors, I suppose, since it seems that his professional relationships are also taking a hit. Recently, Michael B. Jordan promoted his boxing film on social media, but noticeably absent was any mention or picture of Majors, his co-star in Creed 3. It appears that other notable figures in the industry are distancing themselves from Majors as well. Since the allegations, Entertainment 360, the talent management firm, has decided to drop Jonathan Majors. Well, they didn't drop him for harassment or assault. This decision came due to personal behavior issues. The lead company, a PR firm, has also broken ties with the actor. Plus, he won't be attending this year's Met Gala as a guest of Valentino. But despite this, Majors has already shot the second season of Marvel's Loki. As of right now, there have been no conversations in the Marvel camp to drop him from the MCU. Major's attorney, Priya Chaudhry, has mentioned that the actor is innocent, and that's not all. She even states that he was probably the victim in this case. Priya also added that they're gathering information to present to the district attorney, and that she expects these charges to be dropped against her client very soon. But it's hard to believe that, because even more women have come forward with abuse allegations against him. Majors is scheduled to appear in court on May 8th on domestic violence charges, but his problems may become worse as more alleged abuse victims are sharing their stories. According to sources, they are working with the Manhattan District Attorney's Office. His publicist and management firm parted ways with him just prior to the new allegations. I'm feeling like it's gonna be harder and harder for his lawyer to maintain his innocence in this case, but somehow he's still attached to his upcoming movie projects with Disney and is poised for a $20 million paycheck. The company is monitoring the situation, given that one of the alleged victims worked on Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, in which Majors was among the lead actors. Jonathan has also decided to step down from the Gotham Film and Media Institute, as well as stopping his work with the Sidney Poitier Initiative. And if you thought those were the only hits his career took, prepare to be surprised. Majors is also cut from another ad campaign and a movie. He just can't get a break. Even more drop-offs have come for Jonathan. He's been fired from several projects. This includes Protagonist Pictures' adaptation of The Man in the Basement, and an unannounced biopic about Otis Redding. He was set to star in The Man in the Basement, but a replacement is being sought. The Texas Rangers have also had to change their ad campaign after Majors was dropped. With all this going on, you gotta wonder if Jonathan's career will ever recover. So in today's world, if there are even rumors of a celebrity being involved in domestic violence, it can seriously hurt their career. Johnny Depp won a case against his ex-wife Amber Heard, but there were still lots of stories about his drug use and partying that made him look bad. There is a big possibility that he might come back for a sixth Pirates of the Caribbean movie, which could be a big deal since it's a family-friendly Disney franchise. Majors is attached to some Disney projects, but because of the assault charges, this could cause some problems for the studio. And so it's hard to see if he'll be able to bounce back. The thing is, Majors has been the center of too many allegations at once. And of course, what makes it worse is that many big studios have started to drop him. His reputation has clearly taken a hit. While his attorney keeps on insisting that Majors is innocent if, and this is a big if, he's proven guilty of the current charges, he can say his career goodbye. As no studio in their sane mind is going to cast Majors in anything, especially with all the cancel culture nowadays. Despite this setback, Majors 2023 has been a great year, especially with Creed 3 and Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania grossing a combined $745 million at the box office. But if Jonathan doesn't recover from these allegations, none of it will matter in the end. But that's all the reasons why Jonathan Majors' career is over.